Alrighty then. We got some Gundam to build today, and it is this bad boy right here. Oh, I'm excited for this one. It has been in the backlog for a while. So, gonna get to work through a bit more of the backlog today, which is very nice. So, I've also cleaned out the desk locks. That's what I was doing yesterday while there was no stream. It was all me cleaning my room up. So hopefully we'll be able to do a lot of Gundam because we've got a bit more space to work. And I don't think I messed everything up. I'm pretty sure I've got all the tools here today. And we'll be properly sanding and cleaning everything up as we go. So I'm wanting to make this a good one. Alrighty. This over here, move the mic arm away a little bit. Look at the wing. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. Why are these ones not in the same bag as all of them? I don't know why they didn't just put all later together. As big wing effects. Like, I'm definitely going to be showing it off in all its glory if I can, you know? Okay, so I'm definitely stealing the lore of this unit for Omega. With the anti-grav levitation devices using electromagnetic fields. Because that's something Omega would be able to do, so... That's how the wings work. Boom, new lore obtained. Also, this isn't a fold out, it's stapled. It's like a book. No? Alright, so. Let's start working through this. Alright, first we're going to have to open all these and see which ones are... And just move all the little lasers out of the way for now. They won't be needed till well and truly. These ones too, I know like these are all the wing parts. Not going to be needed for a good while. There we go. Now then, let's go through and sort out what's what. So first of all, we're needing C, F1, the head. Okay. Here is C. This is B. This is E. These are D. F2. This H and it's just a single weapon. A, and this is F1. Okay. So from F1, we are needing 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One. And since these are all little small parts, also they're all kept together, which is very nice, but since they're all small parts, they'll become later. But obviously 4, 5, like 3, 4, 5, and 6 are going to be next week. Synced together thanks to large part. Grab the razor glass file. Don't do the razor stuff over the paper because water drops. Damage the instruction manual. This is a part that's going to get all covered up, so it doesn't need the full treatment. Make sure it's all clear. Way around. Now, Steve and 4. There we go. Paint some color, no nub marks really up on it. How does this all plug together? This around like this. Okay, so this like back ring on it slots in on this curved part along an angle. Curved part along here that it can slot into. So, other side comes on and holds it all together. Then 1 and 2, which are these very big fins. I am a big fan of. I want to check if this is in Gundam Breaker 4, because I want this to be the head of my Gundam. I want to replace my current head. Because my current head, in order to look the way it does, has like extra parts put onto it. This one would look the way I want it to look, this base. But at the same time, if it's not, then when I'm building the real life Gundam, Because it requires me to cut up a Master Grade Barbatos. I gotta break the Master Grade Barbatos's fin, but like 2 halves of its V fin are like put onto the sides of the head. And I would really rather not buy a Master Grade Barbatos and then butcher it, you know? If I have a say in the matter, I think I would prefer not to do that. Personal preference, I am aware, and this requires some decals. I've only seen the one decal sheet, so I have to go grab it. Where all the wings are. My Gundam's wings will stay the Strike Freedoms, but I do prefer this guy's wings. This guy's wings are way cooler, if you ask me. Alright, now. We have an option of 1 of 4 possible faces. Goes like, use 1, or 2, or 3, or 4. They're all different eye sets. I think I'm going to go with 1. Where it's kind of looking over to the right. And I'll like pose it facing that way. There. Lots them down here. Got. You can't really see camera quality. I actually now can autofocus on focus. Oh well, I tried. It's focused on down here, so if I bring it up too close, then it gets all blurry, but if it's too far away, it's too small to be shown. Alrighty. Now we need a few decals on a few parts. So first of all, let's grab 3. Out of F1. Let's scrape it away. I don't think it needs any scraping. I think it just needs the other treatments. kind of too small for me to work on. I would say it looks a little better though. Part needs 8. Is that 5? 8. Double check. Kind of needs to be held the other way around. The small side goes inside a bit that the can't fit in. Go. A little bit of blue in there. Plug this bad boy in, like so. Now there's a little bit of gold on the back of that. Very nice. Furthermore, F1 4. The razor. Yeah, very tough to hold while balancing it. On these smaller parts, I might just have to give up on it. Then we'll apply the decal once it's been going to do otherwise. Now 7. Not making the same mistake as before, grabbing it from the bottom. I've got that little gold forehead bit. Devil! Hey, Devil! Yes, I'm very happy with the new model. Very happy with how it turned out. Very bouncy. If I bounce too much, the wings start to get a bit weird. Yeah. But I find it fun, so I think I might keep it like that. Alright. That is the head completed. Now we are on to the body, which is more F2 and C. Very nice. Alright. D9. Very glad though, because I've got time. So I'm finally going through and building all my Gunpla backlog. And this is what I've been looking forward to building for a while. Very glad that I get to. And also I'm very happy because it's a lot of white parts. Oh yeah, no, like I rigged it myself, so I can control the bounce levels. But also it's like, if I don't move my head at all, it's got like a normal animation that it's playing. And like a part of me is considering making it just that, but at the same time, bouncy, bouncy, bounce. Yeah, I'll probably turn it off and make it so that it's just the animation playing. Okay, F2 60. Oh, F2. Okay, that's a different one. Also, I just realized I missed a part. F1, 5, and 6 still need to go on the head. Yeah, so I'll do that after stream if I remember to. Yeah, Cyro did a really good job on the model. I'm very happy with it. How have you been, Devil? What sort of stuff have you been getting up to recently? And I'm lucky I was building Gundams today because I think... Honestly, I think it's because I moved the keyboard to build the Gundams. But when I moved the keyboard, it stopped working, so I think I have to unplug it, then plug it back in. But I'm on break from uni, so I've definitely been taking full advantage of that, doing lots more stream stuff. All sorts of fun events. Okay, I cannot get this piece to the life of me. It's too small, too finagly. Don't hold. Alright, that's it. Get up really close to my face and do it very slow. Because what's it called? This little part that comes out is blocking my thumb, so I can't get a good angle on it. Yeah, I've been doing well. All sorts of fun shenanigans. There we go. Now we've got the two gold bits on the side of the face. That's the head done. Now we can move F1 out of the way. Bring out F2. Get 16. There it is. All these tiny little bits. I'm very glad that it's so detailed. They're painful. Luckily, this one was much easier to get on. That bit of gold there now. That's the hatch for the cockpit of the Gundam, which I think does actually open. Either that or it's the opening for the laser. E11. 10 comes late. 10's down here. Actually, 10's the back. Where is 10? Oh, wait, no, 10's there. Alrighty. Oh, popped out. Dang it. Okay, I think that's in as much as it goes. Plug the gold rest bit back in. Now, 10 and 15. I would not mind using the body of this guy on my custom, like, Omega Gunpla. Like, there are a few things I would not mind using for that Gundam. That can be found here, like the head and body. There we go. Now we go over to G. Where has G disappeared to? These are the two instances of G. Love the gold inner frame. That's very fancy. 8 and 4. Since it's an inner frame, you won't need to worry about save and everything. Yeah, that's a lot of 2. And his 4. Because like this is 2, these are 2, this is 2, this is 2, 2. And G has 2 copies. Whole set more. I think I know what those are for though, so it makes sense that there's so many. Now then. Okay, with the on the outside. Plug this whole thing in. The protrusion tells it when to stop getting plugged in. Handy. kind of lines up with it at the very least. I don't know what the protrusion is for. Next up. B11. And runner A. Three and 4. That's not break off. Now then, one at a time. Work done. That was 4. And 3 is the one everything plugs onto. Risk! Oh, I was just thinking about you earlier. Because I was thinking about how nice the razor is, and I was remembering how it was great that you taught me to dunk it in a bit of water before using it. How have you been, Risk? Okay. This whole thing gets E13. As you can see, Risk, I got a proper VTuber model now. It's definitely been quite the upgrade to my arsenal, being able to scrape stuff away. Ah, yeah, so there's like the 2 lines on here, holes here. Act up nicely. Slightly different shade of white, but adds a bit more color to it. Okay, now 2 instances of B9 and 2 instances of B15. I'm getting mine soon enough. It is expensive out here. It's like $70-something to get it from like Amazon. What's it called? I got the Whale Tide Blind Booster, since that's kind of the only way to get Elevate here in Australia for like a reasonable price. I got High Needle. So no Elevate for the tournament I'm going to, but I at least have High Needle if defense ever starts becoming meta. And I'm slowly starting to learn. I'm going to have to learn launch technique. Not in Australia. I'm aware they have Whale Tide. Australia is significant. It's like still doesn't have it. Remember how like a good while ago we talked about it and you were like, I mean, they're pretty up to date on the CX. I'm sure they'll have it soon. Nope. Not happening. So, no, like, I checked online, I checked in stores. It's not that it's rare, it's just that it's not released in Australia. The Silver Wolf line just came out, and I saw it in a store, and what's it called? It's only like stores 41 kilometers away from me minimum. At like stores where it's available. I saw it on shelves in a store where I can get Beyblades, which is like a really bad spot for getting Beyblades because there's no good ones. I ask about it. Oh, sorry, like I go to get it. It fails to like get rung up. Person's like, oh, looks like it's not available yet. It's not meant to be on the shelves yet. So I end up not being able to get it. I was told just ring back in a few days. Most of the time, store policy is like if it's out on the shelf and it's not available, or it's like on sale but the sale isn't getting picked up properly, you just get it for free. But no, manager said call back in a few days and see if you can buy it. So I do that, still not available. I called back yesterday, which is another few days of waiting. And do you want to know what happened? It was the same person on the phone that day. So I call in and I say, hey, there was a thing on a shelf, but it wasn't available yet. So I'll start to call back in a few days. And they were just like, is it the Beyblade? And I'm like, yeah, it's the Beyblade. They recognized me. Oh no. I think I need to turn the music down a bit because I've got the microphone away from me a bit. Yeah, what's it called? The Hasbro, like you go to toy shops and it's just lacking severely and it's really sad. B, no, F, okay, it's F1, not B. But I bought some stuff. Some of them will be arriving the day of the tournament. Actually, no, it's a Saturday. Oh, sorry, it's a Sunday, so it won't arrive until the Monday unless it arrives early. So I'm not going to have everything I was hoping for the tournament, but... Oh, dude, Emperor Might went up on Amazon. I waited a few days before going to buy it, and by the time I went to buy it, it had been delisted. So it's no longer on Amazon. Right when I was about to buy it. I should have bought it sooner. It was like 40 bucks. So it was less than the new Dragoon, actually, which is kind of sad. But yeah, so I missed out big time. I don't have Emperor Might, so I don't have the heavy or the metal lock chip. So my Blast Pegasus is going to be doing too well. And since I don't have Elevate, I'm putting Level on Dragoon because apparently that one's been doing well. Cobalt Dragoon with Elevate has been popular recently. Oh, you're not a fan? Is there a big downside to them or something? Yeah, that's why it's been popular on Blast, since Blast is a very attack type part. Because that slides down to reveal a big... Yes, I'll be going to a tournament on the 11th of Jan, which I'm looking forward to. I probably won't win, but if I do, that'll be awesome. But like, I don't have the $100 scale Shark Beyblades and all that. And I also don't have all the launch technique experience that everyone else has. But if I can at least rank high, they have a few Emperor Might box sets for prizes. And they also have not Strike, what's Meteor Drake or Meteor Dragoon. So I should hopefully have a few people going for those, and then might be available because other people already have it. So hey, it might be possible for me to get my hands on one. I need part 2. Oh wait, it says F1-2, not F2-2. I would love that video, thank you, because I found like a video for launch techniques, and my god, the guy does not get to the damn point. I can't use it because it's not helpful at all. I also sent you some codes because I got the Korean versions of Beyblades and that doesn't work on the app for me. So I DM'd you the codes. Want to use them for your app. If you can't, I'll just post them on Reddit. That's the thing people do if they don't have anyone to give them to. Yeah, I'd definitely love to get my hands on Elevate someday, just because very fun art that has a few combos. Ah, yeah, okay. Wait, why do you have the Baylogger if you don't use the app that the Baylogger uses? Yeah, like you're missing out on chances to get prize bays, you know? Oh, okay, yeah. I'm wanting to custom design my own, like, paper bit for the top of it, so I'm going to be doing that before the tournament, for sure. Ah, yeah. I really wanted to get Valkyrie. I hope I can get it, just because, first of all, metal lock chip. Second of all, really cool and cool looking Beyblade. I'll probably only use the Emperor Might Lock chip since I only have the 1CX in my deck. And the Might Lock chip is heavier. Also, I have to ask, what's it called? Are we allowed to rotate between... Yeah, Aero Pegasus game release. Are we allowed to rotate between what 3 Beyblades we use, like, between matches? So, like, I go into one match with Cobalt, Dragoon, Wizard Rod, and Hover Wyvern, and then, like, in a different match, I swap Dragoon for Blast. Like, is that allowed during a tournament? I know we're only allowed 3 per battle, but are we allowed to change what those 3 are for, like, between round 1 and round 2? Yeah. Oh, that looks sick. It was... Yeah, I have to look at the rules. I have to ask them, because I don't know what what the rule set means. I forgot. I can't find the document that they gave out that explains it. They said X2, I think, is this tournament. Alright, and now this part finally plugs on the back. Now, B 13. Here is 13. Yeah, that Beyblade, like, competitive tracker that person made for their kid. It's definitely going to be interesting to see Aero Pegasus get a bit more usage, or, like, get a higher ranking due to its wider range of use in tournaments. Once it gets released and start collecting it. Yeah, because I feel like you should be able to do it between rounds as long as it's not like a special rule. I was just wanting to check because I know you're knowledgeable and all that stuff. And 14. Alrighty. First of all, this part gets plugged in. Then, this part goes on over it and locks it in. This part goes on, identifies it. There we go. Look at that. Oh, this is such a pretty Gundam too. Yeah, alright, that's good. Alright. Before I go to the answer, I'm just going to quickly show you my current deck list. So, we have Pegasus Blast. Level, though this will be like changed between this one and Dragoon based on who I'm using. And I think it's 360. I cannot tell the heights. I struggle to tell the heights at times. I don't recognize the parts well enough, and I don't know if there's like some indication of the height. Then we have Cobalt Dragoon 560, I believe. And it's on taper, but I'll be swapping it to level whenever it's getting used. Because level's better for it. I can't see much shaking the estate. Like only a tiny little bit of movement. Yeah, it doesn't seem to shake. I don't really have anyone to play against. So I haven't been playing as much as I would like to, so I don't really much. Now, I got the cool big arena. Oh, seriously? Oh, that's really good to hear. Oh, that's really good to hear. Like, I'm not sure if you would hear it. Yeah, it's not showing up, but there's only like a teeny tiny little movement, and that's just like the movement of it not being super glued together. I got Hover Wyvern on the 960 from Phoenix Wing, and a Low Rush, which I got from the Cobalt, not the Cobalt, the Impact Drake from that arena set. Speaking of Phoenix Wing, we have my Phoenix Wing 9 something, which I got, and I think this is actually Low Rush. Yeah, I think I'll swap those around. No, wait, sorry. Low rush is when the bits are shorter. This is low rush. And finally, oh, the purple hover wyvern. That one's caused a bit of controversy over in Japan. Did you hear about that? Everyone's just importing the arena from the West because Hasbro made hover wyvern and then Takara Tomy imported it as a special prize. And then if you just don't get a special prize, you just can't get it. Everyone's just been importing the arena so they can get it. Yeah, because like importing the arena is genuinely cheaper than buying the purple one. Finally, we got Wizard Rod 160 Hexa. Is that I have seen it's actually surprisingly good. That's the Beyblades. Sure, and then I'll get back to building Gunpla, that's what I'm here for today. Swap it around. Alright. Wait a minute. Oh, I think what you mean. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, alright. Because now it covers a blank part instead of covering a covered part. Yeah, that makes sense. And the idea is that it's that slight unbalance helps it not get thrown into a pocket because it forces itself out. Is what I've been seeing. So who knows, maybe the unbalance is what you want, but no, the balance would be better. Right. Let's throw those Beyblades to the side. Get to Gundams. Okay, A, B, D, F1, F2, and G. Okay, just all of them. D. Oh, the arms are going to be symmetrical. And then you just place it one way or the other and change what hand you're putting on. So everything has to be done ×2. Oh, wait, no, this is just the shoulder part that we're doing right now for ×2. Oh, which way do I need to... There we go. I also need to balance tune, maybe. Put a bay on Spike and see which ratchet and rotation causes. I don't think I have Spike. Like I said, the selection out in Australia kind of sucks. I'll look into that, though. Okay, D21 and 22. Yeah, I have point. I also got Sting Unicorn, so I've, like, whatever part it came with. Oh, yeah, I think I have Sharp. Yeah. Well, I have Needle and High Needle, so I can try those, I guess. And B6. Yeah, so I'll do that later then. Alright, much better. Now then. Gold part doesn't need any work done because it's going to be covered. Making sure there's no nubs that'll get in the way. Apart from that, it's all good. Alrighty. What's going on my head? Like, goes in here. Yeah, okay. Right, there we go. That's one down. Now let's build the other one. Alright, that's two down. Next up is a little thruster part made using G, F1, and 2. So let's grab the D parts first. That is 14 and 23. $14, 23, N, and G1. I actually did see a video about Beyblade balancing the other day. I didn't really watch it because it was all stuff I already knew. Yeah, doing balance tests on the Beyblades would be a good idea, actually. Alrighty. One down. Yeah, I don't know why, but it's top of my screen. Specifically because it's on the Twitch page. It flickers white every now and then. Not like the top of the screen, like the top of the web page bit. Where it's all the Twitch information about the stream. All the mod view stuff. I have the stream manager web page open. G, and it is... Wait, no, we already got G1. F10. Got 10 from this one, which means 10 from this. Kind of funny, the other day, I was just about done with the RX 78 whatever, like that entry grade one I was building. I was just about done with it after the first hour, and then I will move to the glass wing upgrades that it had. Not today. 1 hour in, we're only just up to the arms. That's how you know it's a good kit, you know? The more it takes, the better it is. There we are. Part done. Now... we get a big part. Yeah, while balance tuning Wizard Rod will be important, you also do want it to be a bit unbalanced. But 160 should be able to handle that even if it is the more balanced side. now then. 19 and 20. The other D, get those parts, and then not snip them all. Save them all. Reset them all? Clean them all up. Whatever. Throw that bad boy in a cheese grater. That's right. Shez it. Let's go. If there's ever a Gundam that starts getting referred to as a food, the same way that one Beyblade during Burst got referred to as the burger, when building it, we have to call our tools by, like, kitchen utensil names. The little hobby knife is called a steak knife or something like that. Yep. All good on all fronts. This is definitely one of my favorite Gundams. It looks good. The white and the gold and the way it all, like, gets connected to each other. So cool. Plus, I'm a sucker for funnels, and this guy's wings are just so damn cool. Oh, I don't think it's meant to go in. Like the white parts, they seem to be like locking in some parts. Can I pop them out? I think I can. Yeah. Because these two pegs go into like holes part, and they're the same holes that like outside white shells go onto. Outside white shells have parts that stick in around, like stick in through and like lock the part off, which would hold in place this shoulder piece. Had I put it in first, which is what I was supposed to do. I think it's the same with the lower part. Yeah, it wasn't meant to. Oh wait, this one might have been able to first. No, it was meant to get plugged into rather than plug into a part. Dang it. Okay. I'm gonna have to see if I can remove these. Alright, there's one. Let's hope we can go in now. Nope, gotta remove the other one. I'm so good at building gunpla, guys. Yeah, it's like looped in. And then it gets locked in by the other parts getting attached on. Go. Now they are locked in place. Very good. That is one shoulder down. Now we gotta remove stuff. So just push out like the back pins, make a small gap, and then kind of thumb it from there. All the connection points are pretty high up on it, so we'll get disconnected easy enough. Alright, there we go. There we go, that's the shot. I'm sorry, just the body looks so cool on this thing. Love the gold rim around the end and all that. I cannot stop gushing about how cool that looks. Alrighty. Shoulders are done. Up. One part from D and a lot of parts from B. 12. Now, 1, 2, and 5. These are all like inside parts. Oh, that one is. Ones are outside parts of the parts gonna need. side with the larger protrusion. No, the side with the smaller protrusion. Okay. 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 Plugs onto there. Counterpart plugs onto here, and I apologize. Not on screen. That makes the elbow movement part. Cap it off with 10, which I forgot to grab. It's an inside part, so no need for treatment. Except for where there is a nub. There we go, all cleaned up. Not meant to go. Out the like non-curved side facing towards you. That bad boy in. Very nice. And then it gets outside part facing this way. I call it the outside part, the part with no stuff on it. That bad boy over. Now let's build a second one. The 5, 10, 1, and 2. Go. Now then, hold aside. Okay. That. Now D12. Go. Both of those are done now. Next up. I will grab a drink of water because I'm thirsty. Went down the wrong way. Eight out of F1 or F2. and 15. So grab the same parts from F2. Perfection play. And we will spend a minute grabbing all the parts from. Oh, thank you, Risk. Be very helpful. Alrighty. E3. Then D25, 20. Don't know what it's asking for like the. I will do my best to. How? Please go up. There is the wrists. And we go to the other D. It's 25 and 26. Put on. Go. 4 and 5. Five more looks like it's the front part of the foot, if I'm being. Oh, that is part of the foot. It's D4 and A5, not D. That makes a lot more sense. These claws are really cool. Yep. Very nice. Slightly different shades of white, so very cool. Oh, there it is. Now then, D24 and A6. It's really sad. My keyboard isn't working right now. I'll fix it, but like, because this Gundam has a part that looks a lot like one of the swords that Omega has, and I was gonna press the toggles to like make the sword appear, and then I remembered, oh right, toggle switches don't work right now because. Now A, and we need A. Oh, which is these little turquoise parts. I just realized, how long has it been since I last said the word turquoise? I would not be surprised if the answer was a very long time. Why did the music cut out? Playback error occurred. There we go. Back to the way that it should. That's definitely the wrong way around in the instruction manual. It says to put the turquoise part on second. It's definitely meant to go on third. Like now it's the shape's completed. No, maybe it does go on second, right? Just because like there's that gap there. I thought maybe all section. This one's like slot in there, but I guess not. That's those done. They look very nice. Uh, the 11 and 13. I'm not sure if we'll finish this bad boy in one stream, but I'd very much like to. Even if that makes it a longer stream. I would not mind just sitting down and smashing out a Gundam in a single day. Honestly, would kind of need to in order to finish my backlog in time. Alrighty. Up. Boom. Oh, look at that. Planted. They connect up perfectly. Your hole left behind by that connection, though? But by this bad boy. Wants to... like a plate coming off of that, and there's a split hole down here, but they don't seem to connect up. Why won't it go in? Oh, it's not. Gone. There we go. Oh, yeah, look at that. Start plugging that on. One arm minus a hand. I'm going to do the hands last, just that's going to be holding the boards. So I'll do them at the same time. No, I'll do them now. I should have gotten them right. Go. Let's grab the hands. That is B7 and 8. $27 and 20. Very nice. And look at those big claws going on over the hands. That's really cool. Now it is onto the waist. Wait a minute. This waist is perfect for like a custom build. Oh wait, that's actually amazing. Because one of the things was it needed the pegs on the side and a front bit like this, because I would change it out for a different one. If I'm correct, I've been looking for this exact sort of part for ages, and it was like a pain to find through all this shenanigans. I just got one. That'd be perfect if that's the case. Yeah, it uses the peg on the back. Oh, that is wonderful. That is just perfect for my custom build. Like, I don't want to pull this guy apart if I don't have to. But honestly, with multiple custom builds using parts from this guy, it might be worth just getting a second one when I'm starting to make those custom builds. Any more beanies? None at all. Okay. Connected. Now then, let's grab all the C parts. Oh no, let's just go as we go. Not get greedy. E24. F220. Oh, that's not enough. I like. It hurt my sensitive little ear. That's a beauty right there. Oh wait. Oh damn it. I actually wanted to check something in an instruction manual, but I can't because I'd have to go over the keyboard. Except wait a minute, I wouldn't. Give me a moment. I have the Gundam. I want to check the grab its manual real quick. Probably not. It's too. Actually, there's a slip stand. Like protrusions on the side of this part will probably get in the way of like connecting the lanyard back parts on. I'm pretty back at the. I'll sort something out. F217. $18. And can I just say, this guy has some thick thighs. These are massive. Switch it on until it clicks. It wants to go. Right, that's not ideal. It's being weird. There we go. Oh, that was a nice click. That was a good click. And now A8. This purple part. Which is actually a really nice touch with the whole night aesthetic going on. That it would have just a tiny touch of purple. Since it's the Night Squadron captain. Purple was a very royal color due to how hard it was to make. So for a knight to have purple would mean they're very high ranking. That's very fun. Plug that on over the top. Plug this in. Then plug it all there. The legs, these are for the skirt parts. So let's get to that, shall we? Alright, we need F1, F1 to C, D, and G. That's everything. Let's do the F2 side first since I've got F2 in my hands. F2, 11. E19, 25. E9. And G9. This gold on F2 is such a pretty gold. Different color than used on F1 and G. Actually, no, I think it's the same gold as used on F1. It's a different gold than used on, and it's very pretty. Alright, let's build it. Of the gold part passing through egg out here. Okay. There's one. Now let's make the other. Out of D, we need 9. Out of F1, we need 7. Out of C, we need 20 and 26. Or 21 and 20. Yeah, 20 and 20. Oh, look at that, 2026. That is the year now. Uh, oh, wrong one. So I was looking at this diagram instead of this diagram. Oh, there we go. Now it's better in view. Lots for the sword hilts and stuff. Nice. Good, there's the waist done. Can I just quickly see? Once we're done with the legs, make the backpacks. And then it's just a lot of showing how the different weapons work. Then putting the wings into the more interesting. Oh, it's compatible with the. It's specifically saying the Witch of Mercury base. That's fun. Now then. All making a bunch of different parts and then putting them together in different orders. Got it. First of all, B. We're wanting 17, 18, 21. Keep them down. I'd say we're about halfway through the kit, so we might be able to finish today. Thank you, Theribot. Now, B 22, 3, and 4. If we complete this today, I'm wanting to finish a Gundam, then I get to do a game. Get to play a game tomorrow. Mecha Break Monday, obviously. That's when I do my Mecha Break week. There we go. I've seen all the pieces just like up here. Very much looking forward to putting it all together. Now then, 14F. And the F runner is actually nearly empty. And now G. Oh, because G and F are different colors of gold. That actually makes a nice little contrast there. $15. There we go. There's one of whatever this part will be used for. Make a second one. Yeah, both F1 and F2 are down to just a left on them. Other D. Get 15. And we get 6. Runners are just falling apart on this guy. Better than the actual pieces falling apart though, that's for sure. Oh hey, here's the last part from F I was talking about. F9. Yep, that's F2 finished. Thrown to the wayside. Okay, and D 17 and 8. Wait then? Yeah, this way. One down, and I can already tell this is like the part that goes on top of the. Alrighty. Now let's make a second one of those. F1 finished as well. Oh, very nice. Alrighty. Growth of D10. I'll do it one at a time. D19. the 5 that we took off earlier by accident. We're meant to take the A5 off. That in. You can already see where the stiletto heel comes down. Now D6. It's a lot easier to grab if you turn the whole runner upside down. Now, without mixing up A and D, grab A7. Yeah, like, it's possibly built to snap off. Can't really see it, but there's like a big... Yeah, you can see there, there's a big gap. That's the runner, that shouldn't be snapping off. Why is it built to snap off? There we go, foot nice and in place. Still curve if you need it to. That's very nice. Now let's build a second one. The Ds are going to be empty soon enough as well. Well, I say soon enough, but they have the parts for the sword, so D1 and 2 are going to be some of the last to get finished off, but you know what I mean. go. Plug this bad boy in. Not going in properly. I don't know why. I'm nearly all the way in. I'm just gonna have to accept nearly all the way in is good enough. And finally, a 7. We go. Open side. Sorry, it's not showing up. The open side, like the side that doesn't have the top ring, facing out the way. Part facing so that the part is down. Part like this. E16. Both of them out while I'm here. And then G10. Larger plates on the bottom side. Finally, 22 for the top one. Alrighty then. Trying to start figuring. Oh. That's right. Like this says that it's supposed to be going up into the top one. Does not fit into that top one like at all. Definitely meant to be going into that top one. Oh wait. Wrong part, my bad. I got it in the end. Okay. This part kind of already kind of looks like a foot. Oh, it kind of stands up like a foot too. That's honestly a little funny. Then we need E7 and G11. 11. Seven. I see. Down over like that. This also needs to go. What am I doing? Finally, plug a leg on and the shiny gold on the pure white looks so good. Okay, that is the right leg done. I just want to look at the head again because that head looks awesome. Yeah, like the head is genuinely sick. I love this model so much. 16 and 17. Get that all shaven down. Go. Go. Plug everything in nicely with the other part. It gets this plugged into it. Then have this placed over the top, and finally that and that, and that is the other leg. Now we have legs, waist, arms, the body, the head. So let's move this all back out of the way and get to work on the wings. First up is both the G5s facing different directions. Be getting plugged into C6. Just about done too, actually. I think the inside, like the front and back of the backpack, will be the last parts on it. Yeah, it is. Last part. With that, C is officially out of the way. Alrighty. Now, D6. Decals to apply, and then we'll get the next part. 5 and 6. If one of these decals went on a lot better than the other one did. All crumpled and it's not on properly. This one went on perfectly, this one's all messed up. Then patches up. I'm guessing these are the connection point wings, and this is something else. That goes out of the way for now, though. Now we move. Okay, I think I might. So for now, everything gets moved out of the way. E. Okay, 4 sets of E1 and 2 to come off and get put together. Oops, accidentally cut too far on that one. That is a shame. See, there's a little extra bump for this one. Meant to be an extra bump for this one, I cut it too far. Looks like something's meant to be plugged in here. It really is just put the wings all together, you know? Oh yeah, something holds on to them later on. Let's get to the next one then. There are a lot of wing parts to make after all, so let's get to it. Here we go. That is next part. All put together. Now we grab out the next runner because we have 4 more of these slapped together. I just want to see if it comes off any better if I just bend it off. Nope, still needs to be shaved down. That is all 4 of C done. Next it is done using parts from G, E, and D. First up, grab the... No parts from B needed. B, it's just the little tiny spikes. 1. Need 8 of them, so I think that's all that one of these runners gives. And we go to the other runner for the other 8. Okay. Save all of these down one by one. For the most part, they came off pretty clean. And after stream, once I put it together, I'll put it back apart and panel line the whole thing. And when that's all done, I'll post photos of the panel lined product. Grab D and grab 3. The other D and grab the other 2 of D. Okay, now we need 5 and 6. If up here in advance on these 2, just so I open later. Nice. Now then both of these get a decal and then get put together. Alrighty. Solid part on the inside. One down. Parts connect together, or am I? Yeah, I think these together. Gorgeous. All right. On to the next one. Hip, 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 hip. Save those bad boys down. All right, there we go. What sucks too is that the decals aren't a perfect shape. Gotta get them in the right orientation. And with the way they're all clumped up, that can be difficult. You gotta grab them in a different way each time. And also, there's nothing you can really... At times, there's nothing you can really set them to. Make sure you're sizing it right. I've been getting it right every time, I just want to say. Absolute flex that I've been getting it right every single time. Yes! KZ. This is the... Sorry, I've got parts on top of the manual. I'll move them in a second. The Cavalry Squad Knight. It's the Squadron Commander one. It's very cool. Definitely one of my favorite Gundams outside of the 00 line. It's like, look how cool this is. All the white and gold. It looks so nice. Yeah, it's in the chat, but it's like... Oh, sorry, no, it's the title. It's the squad... Al-re.a. Very strange spelling. Now then, for all of the 5s and 6 from this runner. That is very fair. I just call it the Knights Captain because it's the leader of the Black Knight Squadron. Razor in water. Sure, this stream safe music kind of popping off right now. I always go to this one specific stream safe music video. The guitar riffs, you know? I must say, it can be very easy to see against the manual while its parts are all entirely white. But if that's the case, let's add a splash of purple to help. There we go. Now we got 4 of these little things. And next up, 4 of these ones. Okay. What's your message? That Seed Freedom should came back out 3 years after the end of Seed Destiny airing, but the writer suddenly got sick. Oh, was it meant to come out sooner, but the writer got sick? Interesting. Now to get all the 8s out of D. Unfortunately, as much as I want to have all the wings flying around and stuff, I don't have enough, like, base stands to hold it, so I'm not going to be able to do that for a good while. Buy one or two from the one from Witch of Mercury, since apparently that one can hold it, and a bunch of other stuff. Then when going through and clearing out which ones I'll have on display and which ones I won't, I'll be putting this one up on display with all its cool parts. Fortunately, the rider lost a battle with the sickness. They never said what it was, though. That's fair enough. It's private details. I don't know how much of the original storyline kept in the movie. Shame. That she died, not like... I'm not going, oh man, we missed out on story. No, I'm saying sad that she died. And... Yep. 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 There we go. Oh, well, the real one comes with the wing effect parts too. But it is cool that the knockoffs still have it. Yes, they didn't sell the wing effect parts in a second separate pack or anything. Jaro! Hey man, how you doing? Alrighty. Alright, so your job was a probation period. I hope the appraisal goes really well and you're able to get in full time and all that. That would be really good. Oh yeah, I got the high. I actually got the high grade Strike Freedom for Christmas. I don't know if it's the DX version or not. I don't know how to check that unless there's like on the box there's a big DX on it. If that's the case, then I didn't get the DX version. By the decals? Okay, yeah, then then I definitely don't have it. High grade Strike Freedom is actually a part of a custom kit I'm building based on my VTuber model. See, my wings, the closest you'd be able to get for these are the Strike Freedom's wings. This is the last of the decals to be put on. Not worth the money to get the DX one. The extra parts are only 2 Wings of Light and 6 Dragoon Effect parts. Yeah, I wasn't planning to buy the DX ones for my custom model. I'm more than happy to just use the regular high grade. And yes, Gyro, this is a new model. I did my debut just the other day, and this is actually my first stream with the new model. Missing one. Oh, there it is. I showed off all sorts of goodies. I showed off the room, which is behind me. It has a bunch of... Actually, this room is itself a VTuber model, and it has toggles and stuff. And so I have 2 instances of VTube Studio open.
Congratulations on your debut or e-debut. I don't know the correct term, seems good.
Thank you. You see the little robot down there, like projecting the big screen Gundam stuff, and like he's got that little face? That was supposed to change his face into a little heart. That's why there's different messages with like different words there. Each of the different messages changes his expression. That was supposed to change. I don't know why it didn't. The way, that is all of that done. So. Four, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But we only actually need ones. Now we go to G, where we get our grubby little mitts on 15. Yeah, a re-debut would be like after a hiatus coming back. Debut would just be your first time showing up if you do like a big debut, but that kind of requires you have some form of following before becoming a VTuber or showing off a new mod. Okay, facing this way. D plugs into here and plugs into here. Then that and that. Actually got some decent weight to it. Overhauled the Orpheus and renamed it EXCO. That's cool. Now we grab the other 15. And can I just say, this one was nearly perfect as a result of all of the parts being attached onto, like most of them being here and here. What is with these? Little nubs ruining the insides. Man, if this is the bad guy, I don't want to be the good guy. This guy's awesome. I want the Gundam Metaverse to get its butt in gear, release, and then I just want to pilot this bad boy for a little bit, you know? I mean, a little bit ago, I saw a video of another Metaverse test and it was really good. Like, nowhere near as good, like, nowhere near as bad as the old Metaverse test. It was actually looking... So who knows, maybe they've just gone into gone into hiding while they work on all the stuff since it was nowhere near ready when they announced it. Hopefully that's all it was. And we'll get to see Mallow again and all the other quote-unquote amusement park attendants as they described them all. No, I mean like the third test sort of content looking good. The fight against the big Zam with the Gundam actually looking deep. I saw it like I would say under a week ago, but the video was a few weeks old. So whether it's new or it's an old video or it's whatever, that run is completely done. There's another one down. I don't know if it's proof that the metaverse is slowly alive. But if it's a case where they poured like billions of yen into the metaverse because that was the big thing at the time, just like how everyone else did it, said it wasn't going to be like other metaverses, and then it just never finished. I'll tell you what it is. They were right. It wasn't like other metaverses. The other metaverses actually released. Oh yeah, I know the Gunpla battle test was like ages ago. So I don't know. It might have been a fight against the Sinanju. I don't remember. No, I think it was against the Neo Zeon. I don't think it was the Big Zam. I think they were fighting the Neo Zeon. Wait, no, I think I might be getting the Neo Zeon and the Sinanju mixed up. I feel like it was the Neo Zeon. I'm so good at this, guys. I will search for it, like, after. I don't know. Because it was sent to me on Instagram, and the phone that has Instagram is currently being used as a camera for all this stuff. I'm just running this all through Droid Cam. That's fair. I mix them up as well. Yeah, like the whole thing was the metaverse was supposed to be one of the places that you can go to access the Gunpla battle. Because like the Gunpla battle was meant to be one of the 4 places in the metaverse. Was what they were saying. Yeah, I'm not going to do it on stream though, just because panel line is like slow and tedious. So I'll do the panel lining off stream and then like post the results to my socials. I'll send it to you in DMs as well if you want. I'll check out that Discord video later. Now for the other one. Here we go. That is all of the wing parts done. Turn the page. Go to G7. Yeah, so they're not making as big as a fanfare for it anymore, but they are still continuing to work on the Gunpla battle then. That's good. Watch them release it and then immediately have to nerf stuff. Oh, nice. Thruster flames are better. That's good to hear. I love its look, both when it's folded up and folded out. It looks so good either way. I was talking about it with someone else earlier. Stream. The Gyro, you know the final boss of... Oh, have you finished Witch of Mercury? That's the first question. I want to talk about the final boss of Witch of Mercury. That held together by that, all bound up. There's also a thing in between. Hold them together. Now let's put it all together, shall we? These do have articulation. Very nice. And easily my favorite part from the kit. The wings look good. It goes up. Legs go in. skirt goes back down with the legs in, looking immaculate. Only thing is, I would probably have made this part gold. Sorry, like, along the bottom of the foot. No? Only change I would make. Finally, the head on. Makes it look great. If the head would like to go on, because the neck keeps clean. There we go. All clicked in now. Can the chest open up? It can indeed. And there's the mega particle cannon in there as well. I love that part. Yeah, I do hope they have the equipment swapping mechs. All the gimmicks and stuff. They would be very difficult to implement though. All I want, the only thing I want out of the Gunpla battle thing, if I can get that, I'll be happy. GN drives. I just want the GN drives to not have a limit. I want you to be able to strap 5 GN drives into a Gundam and have that thing be uncontrollably fast. Here is in all its glory. Now it's time for the weapons. First up, put these two together. And one of these is up. Now we need A2. For that though, since it's still like attached to this and much larger, it'll be much easier to put the decal on. I made a 3D print file for attaching certain GN drives to twin hole attachment points. Gyro, you're thinking too small scale here. Want to know a secret that I planned for my custom Gundam? Did you know? So you know how the GN arms were made because they weren't able to develop new GN drives and they needed weapons of some sort? Fun fact about the GN drives, the thrusters on the back, they have connection points that a lot of GN drives can plug into. So, we're not talking one GN drive. We're talking all 5 thrusters replaced with GN drive. So, 5 GN drives on GN arms type E or something. That shield is never breaking. Like, the GN particle shield that it generates is going to be so dense that it's never breaking. And for a weapon, or like for the GN arms, which is known, especially the GN arms type E, which is known for literally just ramming into things with its GN shield turned on, though this is highly limited in its mobile form. Imagine if you could do that in the battle thing. Like, you're piloting whatever Gundam you're in, and then, like, you just, like, somehow have some extra control scheme for the GN arms. And so your opponents also have to dodge an invincible cannonball constantly flying at them in Mark 5. This thing is heavy. Those wings add a lot of weight. Okay. Next up, in the final parts from the D runner. Yeah, I mean, they might make it larger in the future, or it might be possible once they have it to the point where your phone is able to do the scanning like they said they wanted to. Oh, now that's perfect. These swords can combine and do twin blade shenanigans. That's actually something I love in the swords, because my custom build of my V2 model in Gundam Breaker 4 uses twin blades, because they're really, really powerful with the build I have for them. I mean, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I can't pull it up right now because my keyboard's busted, so I can't type Google Drive. But I do have a way, and I think it's like the 00 Gundam's 2 GN drives, plus the... And then instead of plugging them into the GN drive, like the 00 Gundam's backpack, plug them into... there's a 00 Gundam variant. I think it's the Shia. Yeah, use the Shia Quant. The Shia Quant's backpack. And it will become... basically two-bladed... Sorry, not two-bladed. I'm thinking about these things. If you plug in the 2 GN drives into the Shia Quant's backpack, it will now have 3 GN drives in it. So there's your little secret. 3 GN drives, and since one of them's on the back like that, it could plug into the 5 GN drive variant of the GN ARM types E. And congratulations, now you have 8 GN drives active at once. Yeah, that's one of the things. Shia Quan is going to be a pain to get my hands on. The moment I can, I'm going to have to grab that thing. I'm not getting it otherwise. That is the A runner completed. But if I can get my hands on the Shia Quan, not only is it a fun mech, not just because it's a fun Gundam, and obviously because it's really funny that the Gundam has cat ears, but also the possibility. I looked at doing it with the Transient Gundam and the Transient Glacier, and it just doesn't work with either. Like, I'm not confident it would not clash into another part of the Gundam that I have planned, is what I'm saying. But yeah, I have malicious little prepared for if a Gunpla battle game ever becomes a thing. And I'll practice and practice to be good at controlling everything, and be absolutely busted when it comes to power. the shield binder joint of the 00 Quant is weak breakable. I only have the Quant real grade and the full arms real grade, like with the big massive sword. I forget its full name, like the proper name for it. But I don't have the high grade Quant. So unless you're saying the real grade's the one with that issue, like the Quant shear is separate. Like it's very different from the regular Quant. So I doubt I would run into that issue. But yeah, the two swords can't combine together. They don't have the ability to combine. That's trash. Oh, that's terrible. I was really looking forward to having combining swords. They both have one side of the plug to combine. This hand is hard. Yeah, I would have to get the sheer, like, second hand, basically, is the situation. Oh, there we go. Nice and plugged in now. Beautiful. What's on the next page? I'm not going to do all the stuff. I'm going to keep a lot of it, like, on the runner until I have the base to stand it all up. Yeah, I'm not going to do, like, the open wings with the effects and all the little guys with their sword. I'm not going to do that until I have the stand to be able to hit the poses. Like, look how cool that looks. I'm definitely doing that. I just can't right now. Yeah, so that means that I have finished building this bad boy right here. Absolute beauty of a unit. Definitely something I'd love a lot. And so that's why I chose it to be the first Gundam I built in this new model. So I am going to panel line this off stream. I will post it online and I'll send it to you as well, Jara, so you can see it. I will see you all tomorrow for a game of some sort. Not sure which game I'll play yet, but I have a few that I'm wanting to try out. Let's see. Who to raid to? Yeah, it's a lot of... Okay, that guy's playing video games. He's not doing daily, right, keyboard things. He's not doing makers and crafting. That person's building a model kit of some sort, but I can't tell if it's Gundam or not. I'm just gonna search filter. Filter by tag. Right, my keyboard's not working, so I can't filter by tag. I also can't talk once I raid. Okay, I'm gonna have to have someone explain. Can't talk because my keyboard's busted. I do apologize. Oh, hey. Yeah, like, there's a few people I follow who are streaming right now, but I'm looking for... same category. I don't know who... I can't find anyone making Gundams, and I can't search. I do apologize. I'm not going to be able to raid a Gundam stream. Alright then, I'm just going to raid into Alicia, because she's doing Warframe, so that's robot stuff at the very least. You could just let her know that I can't talk right now, because my keyboard's being annoying. That would be huge help. Yeah, no, when I pushed the keyboard back, it just stopped working, so I'm gonna have to, like, pull it back in and, like, pushed it out of the way. But it's still lighting up, it's still letting power go through, because this light, which I forgot to turn on this entire damn stream. And oh my god, now you can actually see how beautiful this thing is. I apologize, you can only see it in the last minute. I completely forgot to turn that light on. Oh, that's so annoying, but look how pretty this thing is, you know? Yeah, so if you could just explain to Alicia, hey, Omega's keyboard is being funky. He's gonna be fixing it, but he can't talk right now. He says that he hopes you have a nice day, and the back fell off, okay. I do hope Alicia's having a great day in Ukraine. Alrighty then. I will hopefully see you all very soon. Bye bye!